For the last 3 years, the Packers have been buying land on the west side of Lambeau Field. Fox 11 has learned some of the ideas the Packers are looking at for the area and how it could involve your money. Now, the Packers say they don't have any plans on the table right now, but team officials have been meeting with local leaders about possible development. One question is how to fund development near the stadium. One idea that's being discussed is having a portion of a county sales tax help pay for development. Right now, there is no proposal. It is simply an idea that has been discussed. And tonight, Fox 11's Robert Hornacek will take a closer look at the ideas as he continues to look at the Lambeau Tax. And he's here now to talk more about the story. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning.
All right, so tell us about some of these plans.
Well, the plans right now are not even really in the plan stage. They're more in the conceptual phase, more in the idea gathering. The Packers have been meeting with a lot of people, talking about, kind of brainstorming about things that they'd like to see in that area. Things like a hotel, obviously some shopping. There's talk about having maybe some office space with offices where you could overlook Lambeau Field from your penthouse office, if you will. There's a lot of talk about a youth sports complex, having some systems set up, some things set up where kids can play games and have some sporting events near Lambeau Field. And then there's also a talk of a sports health facility in that area. But again, just ideas right now.
Just ideas. There are things that they're thinking about. And how would all this be paid for?
Well, that's the big question right now, and that is one big question mark. One idea we found out from talking to people that have been involved in some discussions and who've been kind of brought in a little bit is that there is some talk about a possible county-wide sales tax to fund a portion of development, not just for the Packers, but in that entire area near the stadium, on the east side, on the west side, kind of creating a whole economic development district, if you will, and maybe having a portion of a county sales tax go to fund some development there. Something
different and beyond the tax we're already paying for the stadium.
Yes, and that's where the people I've spoken with say the thought is once this tax is expired in 4 or 5 years, the current tax from the renovations, then the idea was, and again, just a discussion point, to have a county sales tax, portion of that tax fund the development, and that's where they're at right now, basically just in the idea stage.
Just in the idea stage. So that's where it stands right now. Do they have any timeline?
You know, right now they don't. The current tax goes for another 4 or 5 years, and I've been told that there's just zero chance that there's going to be any county sales tax added in that time because that would bring it up to 6%. So they do have a few years, but they are in the planning stages, trying to figure out what they're going to do for the future.
Now, tonight, will you be mapping it out so that we'll be able to see exactly where around the stadium these things will be happening?
Yep, we've got a couple maps to show kind of where they're talking about, the areas they're talking about, and we're also going to talk about some developments that could happen at Lambeau Field because the Packers have been talking about possibly some changes at the stadium itself, adding some things. We talked to them about that, so we'll be sharing that tonight at 9 o'clock.
Oh, looking forward to that. Robert, thanks for stopping by again. So again, tonight it's part 3 for Lambeau Tax. Robert Hornacek tonight on Fox 11 News at 9. Don't miss it. Thanks again.
Thank you.